In this video, we will be solving an example about inverse proportion, and you're going to see how we're going to use the constant and the two variables in order to find the missing part of the equation. Go ahead and turn to page 15 and let us solve this example that says sound intensity, I, as in decibels, is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, d in meters, from the source. At a music festival, it is 110 decibels and 3 meters away from a loudspeaker. So, we have the sets of given. We have I, and that is the first variable as the decibels, and we have D, and that is the second variable as the distance in meters. So find the formula relating I and D. So basically, just need to find the constant in order to fix the formula and work accordingly. So I is inversely proportional to 1 over D squared, same thing as I equal to k over d squared. So this is the basic formula. Let's put in the numbers. We have I equal to 110 and d equal to 3. So 110 equal to k over 3 squared. So 110 equal to k over 9. Divide both sides of the equal in order to isolate k. So k is equal to 990. So I equal 990 over d squared. That is the formula that relates I and d. Now, let's solve b. Calculate the sound intensity 2 meters away from the speaker. So, we have k already, and d is given. So, I equal to 990 over d squared, which is 990 over 2 squared, and that is 990 over 4. Divide 990 by 4, and you're going to have 247.5. The sound intensity 2 meters away from the loudspeaker is 247.5 decibels, and that is the unit for sound intensity. Now move on to part C. At what distance away from the speakers is the sound intensity 50 decibels? Now, we have already found K, and that is 990, and now we already have I, and that is 50. So 50 is equal to 990 over d squared. Let's do some cross multiplication. 50d squared is equal to 990. Divide both sides of the equal by 50 to isolate d squared. So d squared is going to be equal to 99 over 5. And that is 19.8. So d squared is equal to 19.8. So d is equal to the square root of 19.8. And that is 4.4497, which is approximately 4.45 decibels. And that is at 4.45 meters, the sound intensity is 50 decibels. So basically, what we have done in this exercise is that we have worked through finding the constant and then found the other variables depending on the situation accordingly. And now, as we progress with the units, we're going to go through more exercises about inverse proportional.